hiding. Something new, which is our one-day only priced item in the show today, which is this beautiful Lavance purple lavender. You're getting a 6-piece set. Philip swears to me this is the best on the market.
It absolutely
I tend
is.
to take his word for things like that. You're getting these beautiful, rich, deep purple spikes, not the stuff that looks sort of like it's got kind of a film on top of it. This is really vivid, and again, pests do not like lavender. Deer stay away from it. The smell is too strong for them. That's why when you put bars of soap outside, it keeps the deer away.
But this smells a lot better.
This is much better, and it's natural. This also keeps things like ants and other bugs away. So that's why in France and in Europe, they'll often take some dried lavender and put it in the windowsills because they leave their windows open, and then bugs don't come in the house because they won't cross that line. Therefore, when you plant lavender around other parts of your garden, especially around your roses and things, you have a lot less pests.
Yes, indeed.
In a natural way.
And it's such a good look because it's hard to find this color in flowers. But as you mentioned, this is the best lavender on the market. Only 12 inches tall, dense foliage, and rich purple spikes. Now, I love the strong stems because they're great for cutting. This is what I call a proper English lavender.
Yep.
It's not the floppy French type.
Oh, now, be nice.
But you don't want the tall stuff. You want the short stuff, particularly if you've got a small garden.
Well, listen,
and that's what I like.
We're already busy. You're only getting this price today. If there are any of these left at the end of the day, the price will go up for at least 6 months, and in 6 months, we're done selling plants, I'm sorry to say.
Right.
So
I'll be back to Florida.
This is the best price you're going to get all season on these while they last. And again, pest-proof, very tidy, a tidy shape, a bright color, and a fabulous smell.
Indeed, and I love them with my roses. If you've got a rose garden, this will actually keep the deer back because the deer will not come. You could smell this from a distance. You don't have to get close to it to smell it.
Yeah.
And also in English gardens, in the European gardens, you see lavender. It borders the front of the rose garden at only 12 inches tall. It's the right height.
Yeah.
It does like a lot of sun, and it needs a well-drained soil.
Okay.
So if you give it that, it's fine, whether it's in a container or in the ground.
So yeah, so again, if you don't have a big garden anymore and you mostly do pots, this is a perfect thing in pots. But I totally recommend this for so many reasons. Again, it keeps the pests away, the deer don't like it, it helps your other flowers to thrive because of keeping the pests away, and also when it's you bring it in and cut it, you dry it, and it's potpourri and it's little satchels, and put it in your underwear drawer.
Wow.
I know you have
I
some in
thought
your
you were
underwear
going to
drawer.
stop the sentence right there.
No, well, put it in your underwear, Philip.
Well,
But put it in the drawer.
All right,
Put
then.
it not in your drawers, in your drawer.
Yes.
Got it?
Okay, now we're moving on now. We're moving on.
Okay.
Well, I've got a hydrangea on the set because I just wanted to show you. You know how to dry hydrangeas. They're great.
Yeah.
So I've got dried blooms up here.
Pretty.
But also the lavender blossoms dry so beautifully. Look, I stuck my hydrangeas in here, and they can be fresh or dried. Look, you just stick the blooms through the hydrangea. It's like a living oasis or a dried oasis, and there is your look. I mean, that's just a great little thing for yourself.
So
enjoy,
pretty.
enjoy, enjoy.
I love it. And again, tidy. So how many am I getting? 6?
You're getting 6. It's a big collection.
Wow.
So what you see is what you get. The second year, your lavender plants will be as large as what I'm showing you.
Look how big they are out of the box.
And blooming.
Yeah. So they're definitely going to give you all those benefits right out of the box the first season. To get to this size will take them till the second season.
Correct.
But they're going to stay in a nice tidy shape and not flip-flop over, as you said.
And that's what I like about it. But I want to mention again the well-drained soil.
Okay.
And it's not for the summer so much. If you get a wet winter, that's when you get in trouble if you have them in heavy soil. But I love them in containers. I love them in the ground. I love them to border everything else. If you picked up our Crazy Daisy collection, they're great to plant in front of your crazy daisies. They are.
I love that.
Just go loony.
Look at them with the butterfly bushes we have coming up.
Shall we?
That's crazy good, you guys. Look, this whole show mixes and matches together so well.
Look at these.
I love it.
Here's your lavender. And these are brand new.
I'm gonna go get that other big pot.
And honey, these are brand new. These are all happening right here. But the lavender, this English lavender, the best one on the market,
Look.
I have it in my garden because it's tidy.
Pretty.
with the
There.
coneflowers. By the way, the deer don't eat any
Right.
of these things. That's what we want to go to. We're not creating a buffet for the deer. We're
Right.
creating a thing to have cut flowers, butterflies, hummingbirds, and no problems.
Look how pretty. Oh, I love that whole corner right there with all three of those things.
It's gorgeous. The show was designed for a total garden.
So pinks and purples and blue. You know, butterflies love anything blue. Did you know that? So your hummingbirds are going to love the reds and things, but butterflies love blue. That's why these purples and blue ones are so perfect for a butterfly garden.
They really are.
And they love all of these. So please come in and get yours while we have this price, because again, remember, this is a one-day only item, which means at the end of the day, the price goes up for at least 6 months. And again, our garden season sadly does not last that long at QVC, so this will be the best price for the season today,
And
now.
the aromatic foliage, the potpourris, the dried flowers, the real flowers, and the perennials, these come back every year, which also means these are guaranteed for an entire year. You get 6 plants. This is one of our larger collections of perennials. It is the perfect English lavender.
Yeah.
It is like a proper English tea. This is a proper English lavender. Look how they do. See how they bouquet out?
Yeah.
So there's no legginess. They're very tidy. They've not been trimmed to do that. It's just what they do.
Well, I just love having lavender in the garden. It looks pretty, it smells great, it keeps a lot of the bugs away from your other plants. If you bring it into the house like they do in Europe and put it in your windowsill, you're not going to have ants crawling in your windows.
Love that.
You know, and when you have peonies, like I have a lot of peonies tend to attract ants.
Right.
So this is a really important plant to put in with your peonies as well. So just get them. You'll find places for them, even if you're just going to plant them alone in a pot. You can snip them like you do a homegrown herb of some kind. When you need it, bring it in, dry it, crumble it. You know, again, make some little potpourri sachets.
It's
or
lovely.
something.
Or take some to your neighbors. I love it. How about we switch?
Okay.
Because I'm going to let you show them how easy that is.
So you guys, when you get the Bud and Blooms flower booster, which by the way is customer top rated, it's going to work on almost all the plants that Cottage Farm sells, unless they need something special, which is the rose fertilizer or something, which we also have. But all of it's in these pre-measured packs. You drop one of these into a gallon milk container, an empty container.
Yes.
Fill it up with water, shake it up. This little plastic dissolves, and then you've got the perfect amount of water with your fertilizer. You don't have to worry about measuring.
Yeah, love that. We want it to be easy. That's why it's called gardening
And
made
there's
easy.
100 in there.
There's 100.
There's 100 mixes in there. So super easy. So grab some. And by the way, that doesn't go bad in your garage. If you leave it out there.
Just keep the lid on
keep the
tight.
lid on it. You need to use some more of it next year, you can.
Yeah.
So stay in the ordering process. This is an expiring offer. We're very busy on the line.
I can see why. I love them, love them, love them.
I'm sorry, Dan, how many are gone? 2,000 now ordered. A lot of you picking up more than one set. This is, again, free shipping and handling like all of our plants, but our price today is down to $31 and change. Normally this would be $38, so you're saving a nice little chunk there, and especially that adds up if you're picking up more than one set. If you've got a large garden or a big area to fill with these. If you've already got an established garden that has roses in some areas and peonies in other areas, and you know, kind of, I'm describing my own yard.
Yes.
It's so great to make some spots for these because they'll look pretty and they serve that other purpose.
If you've got a really hot area that tends to get dry, once these get established, they're there for good. If you picked up, say, our sedum mats, and you've got that, plant this in the edge of where the sedum is, and it gives you something tall there that loves those same types of conditions. Butterflies, hummingbirds, no deer, sachet, dried flowers, potpourri, the works, and no pests.
Yeah, everything in this show is great for a butterfly garden, and we're going to show you some of those butterfly bushes next. But stay in the ordering process for these. We're very, very busy. This is the best lavender on the market, and it's English lavender called Lavance. Only day price at $31.32. Okay, so the butterfly bushes that we have are another great version, a variety, or whatever you want to call it, because they are petite butterfly bushes that are compact. They only get 3 by 3 feet.